It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Wright. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Panthers and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their minus 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set, ready, go.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator, the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A look there at the numbers last week for Wright. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's Milton. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw is Nix. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. This will cost him 11 yards there on the second and goal sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And shedding through the tackle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 Washington. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They'll start on the ground with Wright. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. In motion goes the tight end. Now Milton. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Up the middle with Eckler. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down and 10. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go.
Throwing Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Dalton Kincaid from 10 yards out. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on.
60 Eagle. Set. Hup. Hut, hut.
Open man right side is St. Brown. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
They'll go play action with Nix. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now it's Nix. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Rashee Rice, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Ryland on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Rashee Rice. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And his struggles, they're continuing. He had 3 interceptions in last week's ball game. 2 more already here before halftime as they take over with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again here with Wright. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again. And things going from bad to worse. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. A give up the middle to Wright. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now a give, running left is Wright. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Milton. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. To throw, here's Nix. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he missed it. It's no good, and the lead will stay put at 17.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Here's Milton now to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October. It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Right, trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's go.
And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
And they'll go right back to right.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jalen Wright, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense set to take over again.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Huge interception. Shit. We've been doing horrible this game.
So out comes
horrible.
Washington's offense to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Nix to the air. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Oh, that one well designed.
This nigga Bo Nix is getting on my goddamn nerves.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they're quarterbacks. Protect yourself. Slide. Get out of bounds. Don't take that kind of hit.
Touchdown, Washington. Rome Odunze.
30 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Now Ryland for the PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Steps away to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They got the box so stacked because this dude is the #1 running back, but God.
To throw is Milton.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
Now scoot y'all ass the fuck back.
Into the end zone. and touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Hyatt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive.
Man, I need them to scoot back. That's what I need. I need them to scoot back, and that's going to make them scoot back because I can't get my running game started because y'all got the fucking box stat.
Explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Jalen Hyatt with a touchdown catch to end the drive.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Washington offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of
Bro, we keep cracking him. Make him fumble that ball.
They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
He'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
A little juke, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. A pass complete to Adunze.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screen.
This nigga right here is just staying open.
Rome Adunze
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Ryland on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
Number 1 offense. And we got 28 fucking points. And they got 38. What are we doing?
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing is Milton.
Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Milton.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Nix from the shotgun.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before break. Nix, he's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, and that is
He almost caught that shit. Whew.
It's halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Russell Wilson, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Cooper Kupp leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Mike Williams, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. The numbers boggle the mind. 5, count them 5 first-half touchdown passes. That is getting near record territory with a whole nother half still to play. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yards. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Milton. They'll roll him out right. He gets it to Thomas. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention. Because now you're
awesome catch. Shit, I didn't think he was going to catch it.
And he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Milton. On the move to his left. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give this to Wright, running right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Wright with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that gives them a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Commanders' offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
They'll send Rice in motion. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive.
Yeah, get your ass down. Yeah, I'm so tired of your ass. Hit him. Can't wait till we get that lick.
And they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So here are the Panthers set to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Wright. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
On the handoff, it's Wright.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he's going to be intercepted.
Push the wrong button. I was going to the tight end.
And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing Nix.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
3rd down and 13. Here's Nix. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off-play action. Milton rolling to his left.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
He connects with Hyatt.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
To throw, it's Milton.
Flushed out right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Back to throw. Milton. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now they'll change things up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
is something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Here's Wright. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Wright.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Second and goal from the 1.
Alert! Alert! Check!
Wright going to try and pull his way in.
And he takes it into
This is why we had a #1 offense. Let's work. They still got to score with us.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set!
Now it's Nix.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, hey!
To throw is Nix.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Nix to throw again.
There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Nix to the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Rashee Rice.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Now Ryland for the PAT.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Looking for my headphones. This fucking game definitely has spent my head out of fucking control. Hold up.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The visitors' offense and running back Jalen Wright getting ready to go back to work. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show. And he's
my phone was dead. My dumb ass didn't have it. My cord wasn't connected to the block, but the cord was in my phone. So I'm thinking the phone is charging the whole time, and it's not. My phone's dead.
Out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out with 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly.
Let me out
He's
the
going to
game.
be stopped before he could even get
This is how I
started.
felt last
Dexter
game.
Lawrence
And I just get the
finding
fuck
his way
out the
through
game.
defensively
Like, just
for
get
the
me out the
stop.
game. I
So
just
now
want to
they
get
have
out of the
continue
game.
with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Milton. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Milton now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Complete to right. And they'll get him down after a pickup.
There we go.
Every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the ground, it's right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield.
They're going to have
at
to
the
start using
49.
time now.
I have to chuckle to myself
We trying to get up out of this game.
because right
It's
now,
2 games.
I
We
can
done
be in
sweated
that
our
huddle with
fucking
that
bricks
offensive
off.
line. I know exactly what they're
This is
saying.
ridiculous.
If you call a pass play here,
Shouldn't be
we're going to
sweating
call
this
timeout.
fucking much
Run the
over a
football.
fucking game.
We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
That's 2 minutes.
3
Trying to stay
points
undefeated,
separating
Jason.
these 2 sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football.
Well, I said,
as
if
we
you
welcome
watch
you
this
back.
game, you'll be like,
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and
it's been
finish
one of
this
those
one
games.
off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come
I
up
got to get out
1st
of
and
this
10.
one. And you're not in the bye week no more. I already played the bye week game.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Come on. Come on, right.
Go out of bounds right around the 40.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity
Right
to
now,
run
we
the
playing my
football
brother's
and
type
chew
of
up a
game.
little
They're going
bit
to
of
have to
time
use
off
the
the
time
clock.
out.
Another yard would probably put this
I
thing
went
in
out
the
of
books.
bounds.
It's 2nd and 1.
Fuck.
Now an audible here into something else.
Who can have it, really?
They'll try the left
Pick
side.
him up. Pick him up, 80.
Here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Hold for a little bit.
And now with
Take off.
1:52
That's it.
to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Let me get you out. Because you've been tired for a minute. I'm just trying to get out of this game. I ain't gonna even lie with y'all. Y'all done gave me so much. Bo Nix done gave me so much hell. I just want to get the fuck up out of this game. Bo Nick's been beating my ass.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
I will play like a hoe. That's how much this quarterback, this team been whooping my ass all game.
To this upcoming second down play.
Nah, not right now. I want him to go ahead. Oh, beautiful. Oh! That would have sealed the game.
And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
There you go. Ha! There we go! There go the number 1 running back in the fucking league!
Jalen Wright, a 20.
There we go!
Run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
That's work.
Rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy.
That's fucking work.
Record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Well, I don't know what you got.
Bullock good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
I'm about to say, you ain't got that line though.
9 plays all told. And the finishing touch was that nice long
run
into the end zone.
Yeah, I think I had a lot of them.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Get out of this game unscathed. This nigga Bo Nick.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Washington Down by 10.
Bro, they got too many weapons. They got Rasheem Wright, Amara Brown, and Awuzie. Like, the fuck, man? Who gave, like, I know I just gave y'all a player because I traded, but I ain't give you this much.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. St. Brown on the catch.
Look, St. Brown on this nigga fucking goat. I'm about to blitz. Fuck it. When in doubt, blitz. Yeah, fuck it.
To throw, here's Nix.
That'll be caught by Rice. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still.
Oh, my fucking God!
Touchdown!
I hate this team!
Amon-Ra St. Brown, 38 yards. And the Commanders
have
got
team,
it back to within a score.
These niggas scored. It's too many fucking
Extra
weapons.
point by Ryland, up and good. And now
get me out this game, bro. I just feel like I know what team I don't want to play in the playoffs.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick.
You better not miss it.
And it looks like the Panthers team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts.
This 6'7" wide receiver came in handy.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside.
It wasn't even for him.
Right. They had to try it. It was
He's 6'7" though, so
hey,
he could do that.
Just take it, kneel,
but the ball wasn't even for you. He done made some spectacular catches.
The football here as they run on first down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
We won by 3. Fuck it. We don't get that. We the number 1 offense in the league. If it was the computer, they would have been gone.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
At the end of the game.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Our unbeaten season will continue. From being down 24 to
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close,
but you said it, JP. My team tends to play in the second half.
Because when you have that much scoring, and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Panthers,
their
winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.
We were 31 in defense when we walked in this game. We probably going to be 32.
The Broncos.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.